Have you ever had a moment where a tiny thing ruined your entire day? Someone said something, and you spent hours overthinking it. Or maybe you faced a failure and suddenly felt like you just weren't capable enough. When a difficult situation arises, our mind often immediately says, I can't handle this. If this happens to you, the problem isn't that your life is too difficult. The real question is, how strong is your mind in the face of adversity? In The Strong Mind, Ryūhō Ōkawa explains that a strong person isn't someone who has no problems, but someone who maintains their stability and direction even in the middle of them. We often associate strength with external things: money, power, confidence, or success. But true strength is revealed when you have no control over your circumstances, yet you remain in control of your reactions. Situations won't always go your way. People won't always behave as you expect. And sometimes, hard work doesn't yield immediate results. What your mind does in those moments defines your real strength. Kawa teaches us that our minds are constantly influenced by external situations. If we take every criticism personally, make every failure our identity, and view every problem as a disaster, our mental strength weakens. But if we learn to view events with a bit of distance, we realize that a single problem isn't our whole life. It's just a situation, and every situation has a possible response. Having a strong mind doesn't mean you'll never feel pain. You will feel sadness, disappointment, fear, and even self-doubt. But a strong mind isn't controlled by these emotions. It says, yes, this is hard, but I still need to figure out the next right step. This shift takes you out of a victim mentality and toward taking responsibility. The book also emphasizes the importance of observing your thoughts. When a negative thought arises, we often accept it as absolute truth. If the mind says, I will fail, we assume failure is certain. If someone rejects us, we think we are worthless. But a thought and the truth are not the same thing. Your mind can create many scenarios, but you don't have to believe every one of them. This is where mental strength is developed. You start watching your thoughts without getting swept away by them. You ask, is this really a problem? Or am I making it bigger in my head? Is there anything here I can control? If so, what is my next action? If not, why waste my energy worrying? Another key point. A strong mind doesn't stay stuck in the past. Everyone makes mistakes, wrong decisions, trusting the wrong people, or missing opportunities. But if you replay those events every day, your present remains a prisoner of your past. Learn from the past, but don't live in it. Similarly, worrying about the future weakens the mind. We create so many what-if scenarios that we feel the stress of things that haven't even happened yet. A strong mind doesn't ignore the future. It plans for it, and then returns its focus to the present task. Mental strength isn't born in one big moment. It's built through small, daily decisions. When you choose not to snap back in anger, when you try again after failing, when you learn from criticism without letting it define you, that is when your mind grows stronger. The most practical message of this book is to teach your mind how to respond correctly to every situation. You can't always change the world, but you can control how you think, feel, and act in response to it. Remember, a strong mind isn't about avoiding problems. It's about not losing yourself in the middle of them. When your mind is steady, you start seeing paths through the hardest times. So how do we build this strength? First, differentiate between your thoughts and reality. If your mind says, I can't do this, ask yourself, is that true? Or am I just afraid of failing? This shifts you from reacting to thinking. Second, don't make problems your identity. A failed project doesn't make you a failure. A rejection doesn't make you worthless. One event does not define your entire existence. See the situation, learn, and move on. The book also teaches us not to run from criticism. Not all criticism is valid, but not all of it should be ignored. If there's truth in it, learn. If it's just an opinion, let it go. Taking everything to heart drains your mental energy. Comparison also weakens us. When you constantly look at others' success, your own progress feels small. But everyone's journey is different. Your job isn't to win someone else's life. It's to be better than you were yesterday. And when hard times hit, don't ask, why me? Instead ask, what can I do now? The first makes you helpless. The second makes you a man of action. Finally, the strong mind reminds us that life won't always be easy. Some things are in your control, and some aren't. But your attitude and your next step are always in your hands. Focus your energy on what you can change. A strong person isn't the one who never falls, but the one who gets back up, learns from the fall, and keeps moving forward. If you enjoyed this book summary, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more practical and life-changing summaries. Thank you.